Hey, okay, sorry. Let's go studio mode. And let's go here. Okay, transitioned. All right. Now, all right. So this is actually just more concept work for the the stage that's already there and how it's supposed to look. But more importantly, let's do this design. Okay. Let's get to the colors. Is that the same color? Hang on, let me see. No, it's the same color. Doesn't look like it. It's just cooler. Okay. Hey Joker, how you doing? I'm just drawing these out now. I'm doing okay. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, sorry. Since today is free day, and anything can happen to a magic trick. You doing alright? I'm alright, Alaska. How are you? Do a barrel roll. Alright. Come on, seriously? Oh, I did it. I did it. I did a barrel roll. I can't be dizzy. I'm not even real. It turns out I've been AI this whole time. I just, yeah, this is good. Let me, like, darken this so you can actually see how this goes. There you go. That's better. That's an aileron, I know. Oh, God. Yeah, no, the actual barrel roll in the game is an aileron roll. Even though they're in space and ailerons don't do anything there. They have a special little system. The sword scabbard reminds me of. Oh, sword scabbard. Okay. Yeah, I don't really watch the Fate series, but yeah, like big shapes, like big exaggerated shapes, will are really anime for sure. It's like if I did here, if I did something like this. 1 second. If I did something like, so you have like these three little things. And make them really big, like one or two big things over here. It becomes like a lot more what anime does. It looks quite a little bit better though, I gotta say. So like, let's see. Sorry, I'm still a little low energy today. A more advanced, handsome Indian man. Thank you. Hmm. Overlord's in charge of batteries, yeah. I've been thinking it's time for me to make a change, but I guess holidays does that to you, right? You also trying to start a different job? Let's go, Gogeta. Yeah. Hmm. Cool, joke. All right. Yeah, I've been thinking of finding something hybrid or remote. I mean, that'd be great. Honestly, remote would be great. Remote I would like because I can live seemingly anywhere. Job market could be worst. Could be worse, but isn't the best it's ever been. I mean, yeah. The economy in general, it's not great. But if Trump keeps his mouth shut, we should have some stability, you know? As long as he doesn't say anything. Sorry. That brown really pops. Thanks. Yeah. I don't spend that much time on the colors. It better be good. Honestly. Why bet on a possibility? So Elon Musk chilling out for a day. Yeah, that's true. Oh, sorry. Nobody would trump China, wonderful place of sushi and anime. So trying to force my hand to say something. All those Chinese cartoons. Hang on 1 second. Have to get food. Okay. Alright, I'm back. You can decide to blame me. Or you can be right and blame China. Yeah. Of course, no disrespect. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I got my food. Okay. Now we can just do the basics here. Good is good. Trump hosting is over. Right. Anyway. All right. I don't know. See, the thing is, like, I'm looking at all these. I know for a fact. Look, none of these are gonna be the final design, but like, none of these look like fighting game characters, right? Because if I look at like Kijo, where is she? Give me like a picture of where she's like standing. Uh, Here, I showed this one. Like, this looks like a fighting game character. Both of these look like fighting game characters, but like, she just does. This looks. It just too much looks like an NPC. All three of these, but she's supposed to be a police officer. So I'm like thinking like, if I have to make her like particularly muscular or like exaggerated, yeah, they're not flashy enough, right? Whereas this character looks like very unique. But that brings a bell for Noel Vermillion and Jin Kisaragi specifically for you in fighting gaminess. Okay. Okay. Like, first of all, they're like, this isn't. It may be because like they're standing really close, but like this isn't exaggerated enough for one. Um, Characters like Noel or Jin, their clothing is really, really exaggerated. In one way or another. Or the weapons are really exaggerated. Like they're like Noel's guns. She has these dual guns that are really big. Or she has like these parts of her clothes are like very large. Jin's especially because he does have that sort of Japanese thing going on. He has like these things going on. What is I want everyone in chat to refer to the same character with the preferred name to make things confusing. When people say George, yeah, I'll call her George. What was the theme of gimmick of her? So her gimmick, her theme is that she's a police person, and her gimmick is that in game is that she has like a taser. Her at the end, her sword like is also a taser at the tip. So I'm not sure whether it will stun or whether it will do like reduced knockback so you can follow up. Right? So like increase hit stun, reduce knockback, that sort of thing. So you can like tipper, and then attack. Or the tipper, and then air dash and do a regular combo, right? Regular air dash combo. Because I want to be like, if you tipper them, yes, they will. You can follow up, but you can't air dash after them. So you have to like tipper land, tipper land, tipper land, and then you can for a while, and then you can like um, do a regular air dash combo. So that's her gimmick. But yeah, there's nothing like particularly exaggerated on this character. Like if I go here, uh, there's nothing big enough on her. There's nothing like particularly notable. There's too many pieces. That's another thing. The BlazBlue characters, obviously, people they had to hand draw them, so there's not that much detail on them. Like these look like a more like a 3D character that like you can like render all these details, all these little details on them. Even this, like render every single little detail and all the materials and everything looks great. That sort of thing. Have you considered Sip taking best cops in Street Fighter? Chun-Li, Lucy, and more importantly of all, Peter. Oh, I remember Peter. Yeah, I was looking at what's her name? This is probably why that there's a ZZZ character from Zenless Zone Zero. Is Zhu Yan? Is that her name? Zhu Yan? Yeah, ZZZ. Yeah, there she is. But this is a 3D character. This is a character in a 3D game where you're like right up next to her. But otherwise, her theme is just French police, nouveau French police musketeer. I might look at like old musketeer clothes because they have a very nice. They have what's like I think it's called a doublet. I can't remember what it's called. There's a big. They have a big. It's not even a shirt. It's like a cover thing that covers them, and it has their symbol on it. And it's blue, sort of sleeveless situation. So I might look into that. He plays Zenless Goon Zone. I don't play it. I just know the characters. So everyone talks about anyway. Oh, there's also what was it called? Astral Chain. Astral Chain has a very similar look. Because they're supposed to be like science fiction police, right? Science fiction future police. But she's got hot pants in that one. Wouldn't make her look like a fighting game character though if I gave her hot pants. A little bit more. Just something weird and exaggerated. Astral Chain is a good example. Yeah, that's science fiction police is kind of what I gotta look for. But it can't just be science fiction, also be themed French, and also has to be themed like more traditional ideas. I think you can look at like here. There's actually right here. See all these little details? Like this is a belt, and this is like the little clasp thing. There's another belt here. And then you look here, and it's just this one big shape. One big shape, these holsters. So this would be more like what I would consider like anime fighting game look. Game is customs. It's probably most customs in any platinum games title. You know, check out the unlockables. Okay, is she a fencer? Yeah, they're all fencers. Yeah. Or you can check the art book for Astral Chain. Actually, yeah, okay. Look up Astral Chain concept art. Okay. Okay. Actually, no, I don't know if you guys saw it. I was working on like the concept art for the actual place. For this is the stage. I put them both right here. They're not the focus, but I wanted to put them here. Yeah, but they're both here fighting. This is the stage with all the Buddha statues. These colors suck. These colors completely suck, and I hate them. But I gotta reference a lot more of these. Alicia Lopez was so wasted in Astro Chain. I'm not biased towards Latinas. Who is Alicia Lopez? Let me see. Oh, it's a character. Neat. She has hot pants and leggings. Why not both? Uh, Sometimes you like a little leg. 1 second. Uh. I'm just looking at some reference here. I need to figure out how this gun looks from the top. All right, yeah. So it's like there's like a curve to it. Cut this so you can draw it easier, or like draw it out. Contrast is key and costume options would be a thing if playable. That's true. 3D, that's what you get with 3D. You can get a lot of costumes and just throw it on people. But you have to, you can't do something like Guilty Gear, their style, because it's basically like 2D, which makes me surprised. Like, why wouldn't you just do 2D game like that? 3D in the background, 2D, like, or 3D like to build it out, like KOF 13 did. It's probably harder to do it the way they did it. I think they did say it was harder. All right. Say what you will about Legends' its costume options for days. I mean, what else does it have? You know, it doesn't even have Pokemon. Doesn't have that many Pokemon in it. Gotta have something. Also, this brown color, this brown shading is a little too much. I actually prefer Pokemon Protects to be static so they line up with other media. That's a personal thing. But yeah, character customization does have that goofiness to it, right? It's weird like they don't let you turn that off, but I guess it makes sense because like the point of playing dress up is to show yourself to other people online, that sort of thing. I don't know, like I think Street Fighter 4 or 5 or like those games that you turn off other people's costumes. So, do you try to roleplay as yourself or create a specific character when playing Monster Hunter, for example? I don't try to roleplay, honestly. The only thing I really did was like put my name in. If they have a character creator or character name, I would put my name into it. No, I guess I do try to make myself. I try to. Some elements. As close as I can get, I guess. But that's like that's for like me's, you know, like the player avatars, right? Not so much like playable in-game characters. Oh. Like I had a me that looks basically like me. It was brown with like short hair. That was it. For MH proper, I like to make original protag fits. For MH stories, I go for the default dude. Personally, I prefer if everything is like made to fit a story. Your name is too distracting? Yeah, I guess. I guess adding like Gogeta to my to Monster Hunter would be weird. Hmm. I think a me, which is multi-game, is different here. Putting your OC into a curated game, right? Curation, that's the word. Oh, your real name. Oh, Gogeta Go Getter. My real name. Okay. I would use my gamer tag. It's not Infernal Creation, but it's other things. All right, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be right back. 20 minutes. Fire Emblem Awakening was cheeky as when you input your name, Crom said that sounds funny. It's funny. I don't think I put my name in. I don't know, did I? I might have. When I play Awakening. I can't remember. I think I named him Robin. I think he even says if you pick Crom as your name, but the acknowledgement that people have interesting names is nice. I remember in Zelda they do that too. They don't really do that. I just said that name sounds somehow familiar. So you can name yourself Zelda. And she'll go, Zelda, that name sounds familiar somehow. It's funny. I'll be right back. Okay. 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 All right. Let's see. Let's go to our swords. I'm back. What I missed. We were talking about what kind of characters do you make uh like when you create a character in a video game, do you role play as yourself or do you create a different character? Joker, what do you do? All right. I created a different character. I don't really like adding personality traits to myself and characters I create. I'll write down concepts I think that is cool and go from there. I was saying I didn't really do it for in-game stuff, but like Mii's and stuff, like the Nintendo Mii for the Wii. Um I do that kind of stuff. I do make myself basically. Yeah, default names depending on the game, like in Atlas ones. Nowadays, I do. I do nowadays. Oh, sorry. Shout out to people who use PlayStation Home. Oh my god. It's a blast from the past. I haven't heard that name in a long time. The option to rename Cloud or Ness is nice than speedrunning. Why would I? That's right. If you want, put your name on there, you know? That affected me as like a kid, like, oh. So my gamer tag, basically, what I used. Shout out to people who had to shorten their name to use in an RPG. Yeah. I remember the 3-letter arcade games. I can't remember like which one in particular, but you all had to use like 3 letters, so I had like my initials Or like people wrote like ass. That'd be fun. There's another one, dick. I guess that's an older, sort of older type of thing. Not really like in an RPG. Or Smash controls have shortening limits, right? Still 5 characters. Is it still? I'm surprised. I remember Brawl had a really annoying amount. That's why I was like shorten mine. Okay. If you could be a part of Lantern Corps, which ring would you choose? Honestly, I don't really know any. I don't know what the blue and indigo do. I just say Green Lantern, I guess. I'm basic. I always thought like the Red Lanterns were such a comic booky thing. Excuse me, they're so angry they vomit blood. Like I thought that was like toxic blood too. Like, that's the most comic booky thing. Are you to be a Red Lantern Joker? Okay. Um, blue is hope, but I don't know what it does. They just do the same thing. Like they can make like big like trains and constructs. Um, I assume because that's like the fun of Green Lantern. Indigo's compassion, right? I think that's what it is. What would you be last, Gogeta, if you're still here? Green. Okay. Yeah. Same with me. Orange Lantern is funny. Well, I guess you know what? White Lantern. I'll be God. I'll be the god of the universe. White Lantern. Indigo's compassion, red is rage, right? But how see with God, what would you do? Huh. I mean, there's like a lot you could fix. You know, humans don't need to sleep. They don't need to eat. There's a lot of stuff I would do. A lot of mistakes that were made during creation. All my Lantern knowledge came from the Justice League cartoons decades ago. Same. Until I read Blackest Night. It's about the only thing comic I've read in a long time. Use God will ask you to allow the old ice cream machine to never break. If God could do something like that, he would have already done it. But that's beyond his power. Eating and sleeping, the original. Yes, I mean it is. It's like it's a baffling. Like why sleep? I don't think we know right now why we sleep particularly. It's like scrubbing of the brain. You don't even get like that much energy, or save that much energy. You save almost none. You burn most of your calories just by being alive. So sleep or not. I love seeing the whack Donalds in anime, right? It's a Guilty Gear, I think. Uh, Soul and Axel like whack Donalds. Hmm. Mm. I heard McDonald's had better prices. I haven't been to McDonald's in a while. Uh, hmm, hmm. This doesn't look. This machinery doesn't look that good. I want to be like more of a clockwork thing than like. What are you thinking about? I'm thinking about why this sort of mechan. So this thing is like a baton that like shoots out here, and then she grabs onto it, like she hits people with it. So maybe like. So like this baton right here. For another fighting game designed with a bit of overlap, Colin in Street Fighter 5, how do you feel about it? I actually don't like the way Colin looks, or Colleen looks in Street Fighter 5. I mean, it's fine. She looks alright. I guess it's just generic. That's all. Street Fighter in general has just this bit of like um theme, like country themed clothing. But she's kind of just wearing like a mini dress and a hat. So it's all right. I think with the mini dress they were going for like her original secretary look, but it doesn't come off as that. At least, or maybe like Street Fighter 5 just looked so bad that it couldn't like realize that design. Literally Street Fighter was that is that how she looks in Street Fighter 3? I know she had like she was wearing a mini dress. I think she was just wearing a suit was the thing. Because she was a secretary. Yeah. But now she's wearing like a jacket. Sort of. Oh, like it was it a okay, wait, was it a alternate maybe? Yeah, the alternate, yeah, nostalgia costume, sure. They took a background character design and tried to make it work 15 years later, and arguably the ugliest one. Yeah, it did peak ugly in Street Fighter 5, didn't it? They like things it did. Yeah, so yeah, her nostalgia costume, um, yeah, is what they used for like for the original look of her. Oh, had to sit down. Oh. You know what I should do? I should do like a double thing. Are there any games you play in spite of not liking the presentation? I played some of Street Fighter 5. Actually, there's a lot of games, I guess, because I don't really like a lot of 3D games. It's gonna be like older games. iNinja, a long time ago, didn't look that great. I didn't like that art style. It's so rare that I play a game I don't like, and I would play a game that I didn't like how it looked. I see you sitting down, he just activated artist mode. Yeah, where I actually can draw properly. Let me see my Steam. Ashen, I played that. I didn't really like the art style. I didn't think it was okay. It wasn't bad. But it wasn't as well as it could have been done. Uh, it looks great. The Brawlhalla, Counter-Strike, Cuphead, Seraphim. Like that, 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 like that. Guilty Gear Strive to some extent. I don't like the designs, but I have played it. Halo 1, Halo Combat Evolved. Like that's aged very badly for me. I do play it. Lawbreakers. I don't know if you remember that. Um, Lawbreakers, I did really like the gameplay of, and I played it even like up until it shut down. But that art style was not good. That art style was a problem. Um, I guess Paladins as well. I didn't really like the art style. It was a little too generic, cartoony. But I also stopped playing that. For me, it is usually a case where I don't like the UI more than the actual gameplay assets. Yeah, the Garasu. I'll check my library. See, wait, this isn't making sense. Why would the handle be up here? It should be at the back. The hell? I have to rethink this stun baton. I think Detective Pikachu counts off the top of my head. It was hard carried by Pokemon characterization. I mean, I guess a lot of Pokemon games would be like really ugly, but I haven't played the newer ones. Let's play the heck out of Paladins. Still around, I think. I think. Yeah, I might just get rid of this. Even by 3D Pokemon centers from Pokemon carried the game. It looks like a game with a protagonist called Tim Goodman. Name-wise, it's like an alt universe Ragnar the Blood-Edged Soul bad guy in tone. Tim Goodman, yeah. James protagonist. It's still around, but the team said they won't be updating Paladins, I see. Detective... I haven't looked at this game in a while. There's a second one, right? Detective Pikachu? Returns, right. You know what that means, bye-bye Paladins, right? When the servers go down. I'm talking about the original Detective Pikachu, but it doesn't look like they changed the formula, right? I'm talking about any chance a fan server for Paladins? Oh yeah. It was popular enough. It did hold its own against Overwatch. It was one of the ones that survived. Have any of you guys been reading Kagurabachi? I have not. Is that the one? Actually, with a sword? Yeah, it's this guy who had that one picture that I saw everywhere. Did not watch it. I don't know this actually came out. Is it any good? Oh. Kagurabachi crossed over 100 chapters. Most series die at 21, including ones I quite like. It's surprisingly decent. I think it improved pretty quickly, even if it isn't the most original idea. Okay. I see he's doing. The art is solid and characters are fun. It also has a few surprises though. I can't tell the weekly schedule. I can tell the 3 week schedule is taking so weekly is that is a problem. But I mean, those guys are worked to the bone either way. I see he's doing those dad yawns. Oh, yawns. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm old now. Some chapters around the 90s had some sketchy panels, and Togashi is 6. Oh my god, wait. Uh, yeah, okay, yeah, no, Togashi. You know a solution? What is it? Quit? What if they use PNGs like when you were sick? Just like use the same. The whole thing is a VTuber. Uh oh, there. For some stories, it works better than others. Kagurabachi loves creating dynamic angles in samurai movie scenes. I'm sure he's working like hell for the volume versions to be fixed. All right. I mean that one kind of came out of nowhere. It was like a industry plant sort of thing. I think that's why I heard of people talk about it because like like it didn't have a at the time it didn't have like any didn't have anything and it was still it didn't have any chapters, but it was everywhere. Just like how Netflix, Crunchyroll often like bonus features or have censored versions, weekly versions. Weekly versions of chapters have mistakes, right? I think they wish it was an issue plant. Yeah, apparently it's pretty good. If they were going to plant anything, it would have been Demon Slayer, right? From what I can tell, Japan and Shueisha are very surprised at the Western market, Western interest. Man, I mean, I don't know, Shonen Jump is so consistent with like culture spanning, not just industry wide, worldwide acclaim for series. Like before, it was like you had Naruto, One Piece. One Piece is still going. Well, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. Now you have like JJK still is a thing. Like that was humongous. There are others that I'm forgetting because I don't watch it anymore. But they're really consistent. I know people will be very loud when the anime is announced. I think it is a when, not if, for this story. Yeah, they gotta. It's gotta be that way because Kagurabachi. Um, I mean, if it's a Shonen Jump thing, if it's their new thing, then they'll at least have one season. Yeah, we will at least get 12 episodes season if it's a failure from there, right? The shit posting from the West was so unhinged that a voice actor did an anime announcement trailer parody based on chapter 1. Oh, Alex Lee. He's the voice of Luke. Know him. Alright, honestly, at this point, I think. I mean, God, no, I'm not dumb enough to do this one. I think I like Alex Lee and kind of want him to voice Chihiro. Oh, the protagonist. Oh, that guy's okay. That's the name. Yeah, Alex Lee is also a major voice in Demon Slayer. Oh, I think he also voices the male Astral Chain protagonist. Oh, he's that old with okay. Oh, the P3 remake. All right, I didn't. I thought the original. He seemed pretty young. One second. Alex Lee is about your age, I think. Yeah, I think he's my age now. Sorry. Gonna like do the rough shading here and then it's done for now and move on to something else. Actually, I guess I can just look this up for a second. Alex Lee. Oh, he is. He is much younger than me. Actually, he's born in 1999. He's like 26. That would make him. I think I'm 34. Not sure about the source of for 999. It does say that on Wikipedia, but if he was born then, he's a baby. It's true. Oh, bro, you look good. Oh, thanks. Yeah, yeah. I'm still look young for my age, thankfully. You're 26 or 29. Cool. That's good. That's good. And once I actually get rid of all the fat that you can't see because I'm a floating head, I'll look even younger. Wikipedia only gives a date. Yeah, and only if you're like on Google, it will say 999. So I don't know. I've basically not changed the way I look since I was like, you know what's crazy? I look better now than when I was in college because like I was so unhealthy, like just the way I was eating in college. I looked so tired and gaunt. Now like I'm eating normally, so Do a barrel roll to lose weight. Oh man. Yeah. Google could be wrong, but I feel safe saying he's younger than you. Yeah, he's probably not. A lot of people are younger than me at this point. College will do that to you, right? Yeah. I got it. But like, I was looking back at my old like ID, college ID, and I was like, I look terrible because I was like, I had to do a passport photo, and I was looking back at the ID and then my passport photo, and I looked so much better in my passport photo. Terrible in my college photo. Let's hope my hairline holds out for a while. I think that's it. I've got to like, it's like this is enough of this. What are your weight loss goals? I have to lose 20 pounds. I lose at least 20 pounds. I have to get to 150 is normal for me. I'm 180 right now. Or no, 150 is normal. 155, but like I gained 20 pounds basically. So I have to lose 20 pounds, and then we'll talk about losing the next 5 pounds to get to 155. Designs are starting to look clean. Hey, Michael. Thanks. Yeah, so these, I think... Now I just have to do the line work, and this design in the middle is not great. I might have some... Though, this design in the middle does look the most fighting gamey, because it's the most, like... Um, it's like the hue... Like, everyone in, Street Fighter is basically, like, has skin-tight clothes. So this looks like the most like that. It's basically just a woman, and then there's like a little bit on the side. And typically all the detail is going to be up here. You're 160. Nah, Joker, you gotta go to sleep. You gotta go to sleep. Oh, you're 160 pounds. Okay, I see. Okay. Oh, is your goal's 160? That's it kind of depends on the person, like what they're supposed to be at. All I need to do is lessen your sugar and sodiums. Yeah, but I gotta like give up chocolate, like a lot of chocolate. That bothers me a lot. And this is how you know it'll look okay. The shading is okay because of The line work is... Pounds, but not money. Translate that into Britpong. I don't know what a kilometer is. I'm too American for that. Ah. All right. All this cleanup can be happening later. All right, she's supposed to be like, okay. There's this big shade right here. Because she's potentially evil? Okay. We'll just do this. Okay. She's a government agent, so it's like potentially very evil. I think that's essentially it. All right. Some design alteration here. Okay. Uh, I think that's good. All right. I guess I can just. I could do one or two things because this is not meant to be that big a deal. I could just fix the line work, or I could go. I'm just gonna fix line work. I don't have to go over it. Um, like this is literally way too much work. Actually, no, I should. Uh, I should. I should do that. I should do like a full on thing. Okay, let's actually draw this out. This has to look good. All right. That's good. That's good. All right. We'll come back and we'll do. All right. Oh, I forgot to draw her eyes. Make sure you can see everything. It just seems like fake. I can't do anything but like a fake smile. Probably should give her a more neutral expression, but you know, what can you do? Looks so weird. What do I keep pressing? That's filter, control F, I see. Last filter. I guess I should be bigger. It's just for one, should be bigger. Okay. Brother, I am struggling to draw this. Why am I bad at this? Maybe she. I should go find a person who looks like this. I want. Do you check out museums for influence? Man, if there was museums around here, I would. But yeah, for like yeah, I do go on like the Met website, Smithsonian websites. Libraries are cool too. That's true. Okay. All right, I'm going to take a break. I will be back for the last bit. If y'all can be around. I'll see y'all in a bit. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Last like 20 minutes. Our ears are wrong now. It's a little smaller too. Hey Joker. I'm back too. Uh, We're just finishing up this drawing finally. And making another design. Nope, I'm just I'm actually finishing them up. So it's just gonna be a lot of this. Okay. I'm really thinking too hard about it. What is George's personality? I like to think naive. Um, she's just like doesn't really understand uh so like she's kind of been indoctrinated. Um, so she has like a doesn't have a good view on what this on what's actually happening in the world. So she was like happy-go-lucky type. Yeah, kind of like confident as well. A little overly confident. She like this job she has, the special sort of police. It's a very like prestigious job, and the idea was that the government, like she was born when the country was reunified, so she was subject to all the propaganda, and she didn't know, right? She didn't know what things were like beforehand, so she kind of believed everything was there was no like issues from the war. There was no like like what's the word? There's no class system. There's no like separations, like random separations. And then my idea is like she learns over time that everything she really wanted ended up just not being true and being like kind of the opposite. It's a lot more seedy what they're doing. And what the other conflict is, I talked about her partner, who's this dude who's like a war veteran, so he knows how everything works. He knows how everything works, and he just kind of goes on with the lie. Essentially, he goes on with the propaganda, even though he's kind of conflicted about it. He just doesn't. He kind of sees that this is the best way, or maybe he's just too old-fashioned to see another way, that sort of thing. Like maybe he's too afraid to go a different way because he remembers how bad it was during the Civil War that happened. That sort of thing. And he just doesn't tell her. Because like this sort of I talk about this like sort of special police thing. It's almost a political role you serve in this. Like why would they have this young person be part of this like special military police force? It's kind of like marketing to the new generation sort of thing about how great the government is and stuff. Deep lore, okay. I think I'll love for lore wise. Yeah, there's quite a bit of lore for the Japanese one um than this one. There's a lot of lore for this one specifically, French place. The Japanese woman, it's more like that is fishy, yeah. Yeah, so it's a little weird how what things are going, but like I like that idea. It's like there's an underbelly to it. Or undertone, sorry. Kind of like what the army used to do, right? Bill hasn't missed a beat since I left. Yeah, I'm just drawing her. Yeah. Alright. Almost done here. Actually, well, I'm like, we are almost done here. It's actually quite a bit of stuff to do. After she found out the truth, does it change her personality? I think like my idea is like she leaves. She leaves the country. Because that's kind of the idea of a lot of the stories, is that they kind of like end up having to leave so they can grow, because like the place they're in, like they've outgrown the place they're in, so she ends up leaving. And they travel the world, basically, the characters. Not all the character. Like it doesn't change like necessarily. If you're talking about like personalities and she's like naive, that's not really a personality trait per se. It's like a stage of life. She's like optimistic, I guess. So even if she's like feeling down for the moment, she's still the same kind of person with new information, that sort of thing. So maybe I'll go like full warrior within and have her like go through an edgy phase. That'd be funny. Kind of like Noel. Yeah, sort of. I didn't really play that game much, so that story is incomprehensible to me. It is. If we're talking about Blaze Blue. She's an S-Lord now. Yeah, show him at the end. Prince of Persia Warrior Within at least looked cool. I don't know about the gameplay, but what was Prince of Persia 3 called? The Forgotten Sands. Nope, this is the wrong one. Oh, was it just called? No, that was something else. Prince of Persia: Two Thrones. I think that was it. Yeah. Warrior then was the best one mechanically, but could have been Edgelord told me that. Did you play the OG Prince of Persia? I did many years ago. That might have been in 1999. I didn't like finish it. I just played it on one of my cousins' computers. Jak 2 is the most polished Jak game, though, even if it is tough. I play other cinematic platforms, not Prince of Persia. I played the first Prince of Persia reboot, Sands of Time. This week's stream, I'll watch Prince Persia. Yeah. Gotta go, but no. Hope you enjoy the weekend. Actually, I gotta go too. It is 5 o'clock. I will, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for coming. Thanks for talking. I'll have a video up on Saturday. The freaking Q&A video. That should have been out, like, months ago. But, I will see you guys. Thanks for coming. Sorry, it's been like I'd have some things on my mind this week, but I will see y'all next time. Bye.